YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Otis Blue coming to you with another freaking video. And today I got a banger for y'all, man. So y'all need to stick around till the end and watch this because this is gonna change one of y'all lives. All right. What I'm gonna talk about today is how I was able to get over 18 credit cards and how I'm able to use those as leverage to invest in crypto, real estate, stocks, whatever, two-row, whatever you want to do, right? This is how I was able to do it. I'm going to show you all the steps. I'm going to give y'all the sauce. I'm going to give y'all the gems. A lot of people are scared of credit cards, but in this video I'm going to show y'all how credit cards can take you to the next level, help you create wealth. Alright, so before we get started, make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, and let's get started, man. This is going to change one of y'all lives. I guarantee you it, because when I saw a video like this before, for the first time, it changed my life. Alright, so first, we're going to go over why do I have so many credit cards. Then second, we're going to go over what credit cards do I have. Third, we're going to talk about how I'll be using the credit cards to create wealth, right? And then the fourth gem I have is going to be the secret. So y'all need to stick around to the end because I have a secret of how I was able to get all these credit cards. Alright? So let's get into it. Alright? Oh, and also, by the way, I got a whole, I got some more cards here that just came in the mail. I haven't opened them yet. So check it out. I don't know if it's all credit cards, but we're gonna go over it and we're gonna see what we got. But I know for sure 2 or 3 of these are credit cards, so I'm gonna go over those and show y'all what I got. All right. Anyway, so like I said, the first question is why do I have so many credit cards? Okay. The reason, guys, is credit cards are revolving, right? People use credit cards because, the interest rates are high. And if you don't use them correctly, you can get into debt really fast, right? That happens to mostly everybody when they're young. For me, it happened to me when I was young as well, so I ran away from credit cards. But once I understood it, I came back. And I came back hard, alright? Now, another reason is a lot of people just don't know. They get credit cards and they start swiping, right? And they just go to the store, start swiping, and they don't pay it back. They don't pay it off. Most of my credit cards I don't even use until I have an investment or something I need, and then I use it. And then once that investment grows and get my money back, plus a percentage or maybe double or triple my money, I pay off the credit cards and I have a profit, and now I start all over again. Alright, so this is the sauce, guys. This is why I have so many credit cards. Another reason why you want to have a lot of credit cards is because if you just have 1 or 2, we just had a crisis. Something happens, during the crisis. A lot of these banks and stuff, they were cutting people credit down, right? What if you just have 1 or 2 credit cards and you had $10,000 limit and then they slash your limits to like $2,000, right? If you have tons of credit cards, you on overall you'd be good to go, right? So that's one of the other reasons why you want to have multiple credit cards. Okay. Now, what credit cards do I have? This is what y'all want to know. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm not gonna go over all the credit cards I have, but I'm gonna show y'all some of the ones I do, and then we'll go ahead and open up these ones because I know y'all want to see which credit cards I got. So I'll show y'all which ones I have that I think are the ones that benefit me the best, right? There's tons of credit cards out there. They all have different benefits, and they all fit each and every one of us needs differently. So you can pick and choose. You don't have to pick the ones that I have. Okay. Also, before I even start showing you these cards, right? Keep in mind to do this. For one, your credit got to be on point. So if your credit's not on point, you can continue watching the video, and so you know the sauce, so you know what you need to do. But I would say you gotta have at least a 660 credit score across the board, um, or higher, right? Only one of the credit cards I have, I think you don't really need a 660, but I think you still would need a 660, and that's my Capital One Quicksilver card. All the other ones, you're definitely gonna need over a 660. All right. So obviously, I don't carry all my cards with me when I'm traveling or moving around, but as you see in the thumbnail, um, this is some of my cards. This is obviously over 12 right here by itself, but these are not all the ones I'm going to be showing you guys. I like this wallet, the extra wallet, because it holds all the cards pretty good in there. And then I have this other piece right here where I can stick a whole lot more cards. Then I have now these are just the cards I use. Like, these are not my highest limit cards, so I put them in here. So these are like the 3,000, 2,000, 4,000 dollar cards. And keep in mind, over all my cards, I have about access to about $150,000 with all these cards when you add up all my available credit. So that's why you want to have so many cards, guys, because that gives you opportunities to do whatever you want to do, right? My second wallet I have is this Gucci wallet. This is where I keep my higher business cards in here. So most of the cards in here are just like business cards. And then my Louis Vuitton wallet. I call this the big boy wallet, right? All the cards in here. This whole wallet probably has 70% of that 150,000 in it, right? From the cards that's in this wallet. So that's why I have this device right here. So this tracks my wallet. If I lose my wallet or somebody tries to steal my wallet, this is a tracker, and I have it on there. Alright, so there we go. Y'all see the wallets? Now, let me show y'all some of the cards. Alright, so as you can see, I got a Truist Business, Bank of America Business, my M1 Finance. I got another Truist, right? That one's a personal. And then Quicksilver. That one's a personal. That's a few right there. Like I said, I'm not going to show you all of them. And like I said, over here, I got my American Express Business Platinum card. Right there. Boom. I have 3 platinum cards. The other one is in one of my other wallets. And then this one is my personal platinum. This is the new design, by the way. That's why you see all those stuff on there. Alright. And like I said, I have another platinum. It's in another wallet. And that other platinum I have is a personal. Right? So, you got the Apple one as well. Get the Apple card. Boom, boom. I like this card. High limits. Chase Sapphire. Boom, boom. Another amazing card. Let's see. Navy Federal. And I like how these cards, all the numbers are in the back, so I can actually show y'all without going into it. Discover. Boom. I love this card. This is my second highest limit card, guys. This card right here. The limit on this card is even higher than my American Express card. And you know American Express gives you high limits. But Discover loves me. USA as well. And guys, a lot of you guys probably don't know, but you see that where it says Visa signature. All these cards I'm showing you, a lot of them are Visa signature. When you see a card that has Visa signature, that's how you know it has a high limit, because Visa signature cards usually start out minimum 5,000. But I've always seen these cards, I always get at least 10,000 on a Visa signature card. So those are the main ones that I have. Like I said, there's more in here. I don't want to make the video too long because I still have to cover other stuff. So I'm just showing you guys the cards because a lot of you guys like to, from the videos I see, a lot of you guys like to see receipts. And these are my receipts. I'm not just talking about cards and stuff that I don't have. Oh, another one. This one just slipped out. Because this is mainly about what we're talking about, crypto, right? Because my channel is mainly crypto, right? This card right here is where a lot of stuff happens on my crypto side. When I sell my crypto, I put it on here. That's how I'm able to access my crypto. Alright, so y'all either need a Gemini, which I have a Gemini card. I got approved for the Gemini credit card. That's coming. I also got approved for the BlockFi credit card, and that's coming as well. And then I have my Crypto.com card. So when you sell your cryptos or you want to access cash, you sell it and send it to your Crypto.com, put it on your card, and now you have access to your cash. I was able to buy my BMW X6 2021 with this card, guys, using money from this card. If the car is expensive, you may have to do two swipes because the limit you can only spend about $50,000 in one go. So if your car is like $100,000, like mine was a little under $100,000, you're gonna have to do a swipe and then put money back on and do another swipe the next day, or something like that. All right. Now, before we finish the video, I wanted to get into these envelopes because I'm curious to see what are these. Because I did open up a few business accounts. These might be debit cards, but I feel like these are credit cards. So let's open them up and see what we got. So first one, and thank you guys for hanging out with me, right? Going through this. Like I said, this video is gonna change your lives, right? Because you guys are gonna see what we got here. You see, I just opened it up. So this is not stuff that I didn't have before. You guys see, I just opened it up. Oh, look at this. It's another credit card. It's a Tomo credit card. So you guys can Google Tumo and see what they're all about. Tumo, this is a charge card. So it's kind of like the American Express card. You got to pay it off pay your balance off in full every month. If you guys are not familiar with charge cards, that's why you do charge cards. So there you go. That was a Tomo card. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and a lot of my cards are business cards. If you guys didn't notice what I was showing you, a lot of them are business cards. The key thing is, if you want to get business cards because the utilization, when you use those business cards, the utilization does not show up on your personal credit, guys. This is major. When I first learned this out, I tried everything I can do to start getting business cards. Not so I can go crazy, but if you're investing in crypto and real estate, stuff like that, where you need to spend a big amount of money and you gotta wait for either the coin or the investment to go up, so you can either triple, 10x your money or 5x your money, right? You need the business cards because you can rack up the utilization. It's not going to affect your credit. And once your investment does a 5x, 10x, you can sell, pay back off your cards, pocket the money, or wait for a dip and buy it back in. But now your cards are paid back to zero, and you have it all over again. You can do it all over again. This is why I like credit cards and not loans. I don't like loans because once you pay off a loan, that's gone forever. And then you got to get another loan. Then you got to run your credit again. With credit cards, they only have to run your credit once. Once you get approved for that credit card, Now you have access to that money. It's revolving for the rest of your life, guys. Right? So if you get a $20,000 credit card, you have access to that money for life. You can rack it up, pay it off, rack it up again, pay it off. You know, it's for life, guys. And then a lot of these credit cards, they increase your limit automatically. So a lot of these limits, a lot of the limits I have just starts getting increased automatically. Alright, here's another card I just opened. It's a GM business card. I don't know if you can see that. GM business card. If you guys didn't know, GM, they do personal cards and they do business cards as well. Yeah, nice. You guys are witnessing me opening up all these stuff as well, right? I'm gonna have to go through it all once I'm done with the video, so I'm not gonna read all that stuff right now. I'll probably do a separate video on the perks and benefits of these cards. Here's another one I'm about to open. I don't know what this is. It could be a debit card. Who knows? Oh, this is TD Bank. I have to cover this up. How do I cover these numbers up? Because I know some of you guys will be waiting to try to scan this thing, boy. Anyway, there you go. TD, it's my TD Bank card. It's a business credit card, guys. TD Bank. Pretty high limit. Oh, this limit is pretty high, guys. This is probably my... Oh, this is gonna take the place of my second highest limit. It's a pretty good limit, guys. Yeah. TD Bank gonna be getting used a lot. And keep in mind, for these business cards, you gotta have a business, you gotta have an LLC. So if you don't have an LLC, go get your LLC and get started with your LLC, guys. Alright. Y'all see me opening up this one too. Ooh, just the big boy. I've been trying to get this card for like 8 years, guys. And they always kept denying me. No matter what my credit was. It was always something. They always kept denying me. And I finally got this card. This was my dream card, right? You would think my platinum cards were my dream cards because I got 3 of them. But no, it was this card. Damn, and this has the numbers on the front too. But it's the... It's the Chase Inc. credit card. Boom. Love this card. High limits, guys. This is my this right here is my highest limit. Look. Yes, this is my highest limit, guys. Highest limit business card right here. I'll give y'all a hint. 45K. On one card. That's what's up. So now you guys saw firsthand some of the cards I opened up. We already talked about why do you need so many cards? What credit cards do I have? Now it's already 20 minutes into the video. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes. Alright? So, how will I be using these credit cards to create wealth, right? A lot of these credit cards that I got, 90% of them are, well, I'll say 95% of them, because the M1 card doesn't have 0% balance transfer or 0% APR, right? Introductory APR. So that one doesn't. But most of the cards that I got have 0% APR, introductory APR, and balance transfer, 0% interest on balance transfers for up to 12 to 18 months. What does that mean? What is a balance transfer? Balance transfer means you can take money You can take balances from other accounts or other cards or loans. It can be anything, guys, and you can transfer that to your credit card. So for the Chase, for example, I just got that Chase 45K, right? Let's say I have a loan that's 30,000, right? And that's a business card. Let me show you guys the trick. That's a business card. So if I have a loan on my personal side, I can transfer that $30,000 loan onto that Chase card, right? Now it's on the Chase card over on the business side. You don't see it anymore on my personal side, so you didn't even know I have a $30,000 loan anymore. Now my debt to income ratio went down. I still have that loan, but it's on the business side. Nobody can see it. This is the key and the play, right? You want stuff to be on your business, right? You still need your personal credit profile to be built up pretty good, but you can take some of that stuff off of your personal side and put on your business side so that your debt to income ratio is not too high. Another benefit with the balance transfers is you can, some of these banks, they give you checks. So if you have a $20,000 limit, they can give you a check, balance transfer check, and you can transfer that to your bank account for cash. So for example, the TD bank card, I can take $20,000 off of that card, do a balance transfer check to my bank account. They charge a fee. Usually the fees are between 2% to 4%. I've never seen 4%, but I've heard some companies have 4%. They charge you 2 to 4% of that 20,000 or whatever you're transferring, and then you have the cash to do whatever you want to do, to buy crypto, to invest into real estate, fix and flips, to do the Burr method, all these other things that we do, guys, right? To buy PulseChain. A lot of you guys in my PulseChain community, I'm really doing this for you guys because I want the PulseXs, the Hexakins, and I want us to go to the moon, right? But this is for everybody as well. So that's the benefit of balance transfers. Now, some of the cards, if you're not able to do balance transfers, you can use a company called Plastique. You go to plastique.com. I'll leave the logo here somewhere. You can go to their website. You can use your cards to send money to different businesses. You can pay rent with your cards. You can do a lot of things with these cards, guys. If you're doing a real estate, because a lot of you guys will send me messages. Hey, how do I take money off of my cards? Let's say you have a real estate, or for example, let's say you want to buy a car. You have $50K on your credit card. You want to buy what's a card? A Volkswagen, right? A Volkswagen, like it's gonna cost $18,000. You go to the dealership, you get a good deal on the car. They try to sell you, to see what interest rates you're gonna get. You're like, no, I don't want you guys' interest rate. I'm just gonna pay cash for the car. And they're like, all right, we'll give you 1,000 off. So you got it for 17,000 instead of 18,000, right? Then you say, okay, now can I send you guys a balance transfer check to you wire it to wherever. All you do is call your company. In this case, for me, it'll be TD Bank or whichever one of these cards. I say, hey, I want to do a balance transfer to Volkswagen for 17,000. They do the balance transfer. They set it up. Boom. You can walk out with the car. And now that 70,000 is on that card. And remember, you have 0% for 18 months, where you're not paying any interest. And on $20,000, 0% interest for 18 months is only like $100, $100 and something bucks maybe. It's not that much, guys. So you'll be saving money for obviously when after that 18 months the interest rate's gonna go high. It's gonna go to like 17%, or whatever you got. So you either got to pay the card off, or you're gonna live with that 18%, right? But what we do with the cards, we don't do anything like that. We don't go buying cards with this, unless it's for a Turo business. That's the only way it's gonna make sense, right? What we do is we're gonna buy crypto, on these dips, right, in the bear market, we're going to buy crypto. In our case, it's going to be PulseChain, Hex, PulseX, stuff like that. You guys can buy whatever you want, Ethereum, Bitcoin. But my community, we're into the rich and hard cryptos, right? So we're going to buy those. And then we're also into real estate, so we'll invest into rental properties. We're gonna do the Burr method, buy properties, fix them up, and flip them, and that's how we use our credit cards, right? So again, I told y'all why I have so many credit cards, because you need to have a variety and you need to have a big number. All my credit cards together collectively is about $150,000 on all those cards combined, right? You can do a lot with that, right? I know some people that have more, like 300,000, 500,000 in credit cards. I'm just getting started in the credit card game, and this is one of the strategies I used, not even knowing it, when I first got into crypto back in like 2016 or 17. I had a Chase card. I only had like 3 cards back then. I had a Chase, I had the Capital One because that was my first card ever from when I was a teenager, and then I can't remember, Bank of America, I think, one of them. But I only had like 3 cards, and that's how I got into crypto. I literally bought my first Bitcoin with a credit card, not even knowing that I'm doing the strategy. I'm doing this strategy now, and I did it back then. But I'm doing it a lot more on a different scale right now. So that's why you have so many credit cards too, and you already see what types of credit cards you need. You want to have the high-end ones, not the bootleg credit cards. And I just show you guys how to use these to create wealth with the balance transfers and using plastic and companies like that. And then the secret sauce. Here's the secret sauce. If you made it all the way to the end, here's the secret sauce, guys. So, how I was able to get all these cards. Let me tell y'all. Out of those 18 cards, literally 11 or 12 of them I got in 1 month. How was I able to do that? Each credit bureau, right? You guys gotta remember, each credit bureau is separate. You have separate credit scores for each credit bureau as well. Now, you have to figure out which cards pull from which bureau. This is what I did. Your score gotta be high, of course, higher than a 660, like I told you. Preferably, you want to be in the 700s, which gives you a better chance in automatic approvals in the 700s, right? I'm close to the 800s. Depending on my utilization, I'll be down in the 780s. When I keep my utilization low, I'm always in 800s, right? Sorry guys, the battery died. Anyway, like I was saying, we're talking about the credit bureaus, right? So you have to keep your credit score high, like I was saying, 700s preferably. Right now I'm hovering about 790 to 800. You don't have to be that high. Just be in the 700s if you can. If not, please be over 680. That way it's easier for you. Now, like I said, each bureau have their own separate scores, right? And each credit card pulls from different bureaus. Experian is the king bureau, right? A lot of companies pull from Experian. Most of the companies will pull from Experian, but not all of them. So how can you use that to your benefit? You can easily find nowadays which company pulls, which card pulls from which bureau, right? For example, Chase only pulls from Experian or Equifax. They don't touch TransUnion, depending on your state, right? But 98% of the time, they're either going to pull from Experian or Equifax or both, right? Apple Card, they only pull from TransUnion. They don't pull from Equifax or Experian, and so forth and so forth. That GM Business Card, they only pull from TransUnion. They don't pull from Equifax or Experian, right? The TD Bank card that I just showed you, they pull from Experian. That's it. So you see how I just showed you a number of cards, and they're all pulling from different bureaus. That's the secret sauce. So if you know this, what you do is for like the Chase card. How was I able to get that Chase in card when I just got 10 cards in 1 month? Well, I think it was 12 cards. I got 12 cards in 1 month. How was I able to do that? And everybody knows Chase have a rule, right? You can't get more than 5 cards in a 24-month span. But I got 12 cards in a 30-day span. within 1 month, I got 12 cards. And Chase has no clue, because I still got approved for the Chase in card, right? The rule is they do stand by that rule, but you know why? Because they only look at Equifax or Experian. So most of the cards I got, and how I do it is I apply for 4 cards on TransUnion, get the proof for those. I apply for 4 cards on Equifax, get approved for those. I apply for 4 cards on Experian, get approved for those. That's 12 cards, right? Then I applied for the Chase card. But before I did, most of the cards I got, like I said, are business cards, and business cards don't show up on your credit report. So I just get those cards swiped, those inquiries swiped from my credit report, so it doesn't even look like I got new cards. And then I applied for the Chase card. So when Chase pulled my credit, all they see is, oh, he only got 3 recent cards, or I think it was 3 or 4 recent cards. Oh, he's good to go. So I got approved for it, right? That's the sauce. And then the key to the sauce is sometimes you would have 4 windows up. So what I do is I would have, so like for Experian, for each bureau, right? Let's say you do an Experian first. You find with the 4 cards you want from Experian, right? Let's say it's gonna be TD Bank, PNC, a Bank of America Platinum card, and what else? American Express, because American Express pulls from Experian. That's 4 cards. You're gonna pull up 4 browsers and apply for all 4 of them at the same time. So you're gonna apply, wait till you get right to the end before you submit, right? And then you submit all 4 of them at the same time. Obviously, you don't have 4 fingers, like 4 hands separately to do it at the same time. You're gonna do it simultaneously. Click on the first browser, apply. Second browser, apply. Third browser, apply. Fourth browser, apply. And then the spinning wheel goes, right? So now sometimes, because it takes a while for the spinning wheel, those applications are not gonna see each other. So it looks like you have no increase. They don't see the increase. So they all go through at the same time, right? Some might pop up right away. You'll get the alert on your Credit Karma or your credit card app that you do to track your credit, and some won't. Like the Apple, I didn't get an alert. TD Bank, I didn't get an alert until like 5 minutes later. Apple, I didn't get an alert until like a few days later. Truist, I didn't get an alert till like a week later. Some of them don't give you alerts right away, but some of them do. But when you do it that way, it works, guys, right? And then you do that for each brew. So you got 4, and then you do the same thing for each brew. Find the 4 cards you want that only pulls from the Equifax. Do the same thing. Then find the 4 you want from TransUnion. Do the same thing, right? Now, once you have all the cards you want, then you chill out, right? That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go in the gardening phase. It's called the gardening phase, where you chill out. Don't apply for anything else. Now, when you're in this phase, you're gonna clean up your credit report. You're gonna dispute all those inquiries to get them off between now and the next 6 months in the gardening phase, because when you go to apply for new credit, they don't like to see inquiries within a 6-month time frame, preferably 12 months. 3 to 6 months gives you enough time, right? They'll approve you after that. So I'm in that phase right now. I already got so many cards right now. I have enough credit. I'm gonna chill out for the next 6 months in the gardening phase, and in the gardening phase, you're gonna milk these relationships. So you just got your cards. You're gonna use them, pay them off, use them, pay them off, build that relationship with these companies, and then you're gonna see them automatically increase your credit. So even though I have 150,000 across all these cards, in the next couple of months, I'm gonna get credit limit increases, right? Let's just say, and usually they double whatever you have. So if you have a $5,000 card, they'll double it to 10,000, or if you have 10,000, they'll double it to 20,000. So just by not doing anything and just milking these relationships, if all of them double my cards, now I have 300,000 in available credit. You see how that works? Or maybe 200,000 in available credit. Maybe they only all across the board they only raised me up 50,000, or 75,000. Who knows? But it's going to be higher than 150, right? And that's more credit you have to use. So this is the sauce, guys. I know it's a long video, but a lot of the YouTubers, I don't see them explaining it in this depth. Obviously, I can go into detail on each card and show you guys the benefits and all that fancy stuff, but like I said, this channel is to make things stupid simple. All y'all want to know is, what's the sauce? How do I get it? How are you doing it? And how can I do it too? And that's what you have in this video. So hopefully y'all stick to the end and y'all got that sauce, because I don't see a lot of YouTubers talking about that secret sauce I just told you about. I only saw 1 or 2 people mention it, but people like to keep things to themselves, and I learned a lot of this stuff just by thinking smart and doing it, and just experience. I just found out, like, oh man, I submitted these the same time and they all got approved the same time. And then I started learning, like, oh, a lot of these cards, they don't all pull from, because you think it, usually people think when they apply for something, it's like a mortgage. You know how a mortgage pulls all 3 of your credit reports at the same time? A lot of these, other than a mortgage, a lot of these companies don't do that, guys. A lot of these companies don't do that. They don't pull all 3 reports at the same time. It's not a mortgage. They only need to pull 1 bureau, right? That's the key. That's the sauce. And now, in today's, before I go, in today's, they have this thing called soft pull. A lot of you guys probably already know about it. A lot of these companies, like Apple, you can find out if you can get approved for the card without even a hard pull. They just do a soft pull, right? Right it on your phone in the app. A lot of these companies, you can just do a soft pull, right? That's what I do with a lot of them. You just do a soft pull, see if you can get approved. If the soft pull say you're pre-approved, then get it. When you guys see these pre-approval letters, those letters are from soft pulls, meaning that company did a soft pull and they see that they determined that you pre-qualify for their card. That's why you get those letters in the mail. Every time I get those letters, 90% of the times I apply for those cards and get it. So I love to see pre-approval letters come to me in the mail, especially if it's from a good company like Chase or American Express or TD Bank. That's how I got all those cards that you just saw. I just showed you guys, the TD Bank, the GM, the Chase, all of those. I applied from a pre-approval letter. They give you a code in the letter, and you put the code in, and then I applied and got approved because they pretty much already pre-approved you. Alright, so anyway, this video's been long enough, and I'm sure this is going to change one of y'all lives, especially the ones that lasted all the way till the end. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hey, and holler back at your boy. Leave your comments in the box below if you have questions, because I know y'all going to have questions after this one. Alright? Anyway, talk to y'all soon. Peace.